The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, episode number 202, at the preschool. The following day was warm with bright sunshine that made the temperature rise as the morning went on. Abby was up and out by 8 o'clock, riding her bike to the Todd farmhouse to begin work at the preschool. She was well aware that her status was unchanged. She was still a volunteer activity specialist and could have arrived an hour later. But inside her heart, she had become desperate, clinging to the possibility of this job as an anchor for her crazy life. Something to keep her feet on the ground and give her a daily routine and a paycheck, doing something she believed in. Rose answered the door and gave her a big smile and said,
"What a surprise! Come in and help us prepare. By the way, this is a good week for you to get started. We treat this last week of summer like a vacation for the children, doing all fun things. Next week, it'll be more like school."
In the big playroom, Rob was on the floor organizing piles of blocks and small toys. Despite having seen the room before, Abby was amazed by the variety of things all around her, from plants in the large east and south windows to a guitar, a doll's house, stuffed animals, small furniture, shelves with books and art materials, and a very large display of the alphabet on the wall. Rob was picking out items from a scattered mess on the floor and arranging them in groups.
"Come, Abby, join in. You'll help us get our first activity going. We're going to start building a city again. You'll catch on quick."
It was obvious that each item had an area according to type. Abby began on the small figures, setting up potato heads, potato puffs, small dolls, action figures, soldiers, policemen, babies, movie and cartoon characters, a witch, a devil, an old man, mythological characters that might have been Artemis with a bow and arrows, and Venus in a robe. The possibilities went on and on. In 20 minutes, she had arranged perhaps 50 figures. Rob organized the collection of blocks, vehicles, doll clothing, pebbles and stones, and a container of sand. The items formed a large circle on the wooden floor. Kayla and her mother Ellen were the first to arrive.
Kayla, wonderful to see you back.
Oh, look, Abby's here.
Great to see you.
Abby could see changes in Kayla, possibly due to Kayla's bout with a high fever, or perhaps from her mother's fear over the harassment related to the election. The small, dark-haired girl seemed pale and anxious, as if afraid that this secure and loving world could vanish at any moment.
I know we're early, but Kayla's been up since dawn, waiting to come.
She'll help us get ready to build a city.
Building a city, building a city, building a city.
She went down on her knees to inspect the toys. Ellen and Rose moved off to the side and conversed in low voices. Abby was sure that Ellen wanted news from the Sunday service, the bishop's sermon, and people's reaction to the news. The brother and sister Jane and Franklin arrived together.
Whose turn is it? Can I go next?
We haven't started. We're still setting up. Wait till everyone's here.
Kayla, did you really have the flu?
I'm better already. I think maybe it wasn't really the flu. But we don't know.
Franklin kept staring at Abby. His straight black hair was growing long, and he pushed it back behind his ears. Abby waved to him across the circle. The front door opened and shut, and Ned timidly approached the group. He sat next to Franklin and stared at Abby too. She waved, unsure how to handle their attention.
Abby, how did you get away? Does your bike fly?
I don't think so. It might feel that way sometimes.
The grown-ups were talking about the picture on the phone. Were the bike wheels on the ground or not? I've been thinking about it all week.
Ned was anxiously following the conversation and finally asked,
Everyone was afraid.
Yeah.
They were
happened?
interrupted by Tiny and Lucy charging toward the group, asking questions on the way.
What happened, Abby?
Have you started yet? It looks like you started without us. When do we go?
Abby realized that Rose was still talking to Ellen, and the parents were opening the unlocked door to drop their children off. The last to appear was Nancy. She stood timidly at the side.
Nancy, come here. You can sit next to me.
We missed you and Kayla. Everyone was upset for days.
But I'm okay. There's nothing to worry about.
Abby felt the children's attention zooming around the group as they tried to be noticed or retreated in fear or lack of confidence. Abby was thinking,
I'm only a beginner at this. Mistakes are easy. Doing the right thing is hard.
We've got the mountains and hills for company. We've got the clouds and the storms and a billion stars to see. We've got the rain and streams and rivers and the sea. And with the children running round us, it's heaven all for free. It's heaven all for free, right here and right now. It happens all around us, no one knows how. It may take a million years to build the house of God. We can start right here. We can start right now. We can start right here. We can start right now.
The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, Abby and Wendy. A story about a group of teenagers who unite to save the forest and the secrets of Hidden Valley. In despair and with her plans in ruins, Abby flees through the forest to the hidden house of her godmother, Wendy. Wendy helps Abby see different points of view and initiates her into the secrets of the underground world. She accepts her mission and joins a global movement to ban fossil fuels.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.